Hello, namaste. My name is Hariharan Iyer, the entertainer, and I welcome you once again to my YouTube channel. I am a motivational speaker, corporate trainer, author, and Reiki grandmaster. Are you a cricket buff? Then just like me, you'd be absolutely excited about June the 18th, 2021, where the World Test Championship final is going to take place between India and New Zealand in Southampton in England. And it's going to be one of those most fascinating test matches, and I'm looking forward to that. It's being played between the #1 test team New Zealand and the #2 test team India, and it's going to be an incredible experience, I think, because they're two teams with great contradictions and they have great contrasts, but they're two absolutely proud cricketing nations. So it's going to be a fascinating contest, because when you look at New Zealand as compared to India, they're a small country. Maybe they'll qualify as one of the states in this country, with such a big country, with such a big population. And what is incredible about New Zealand is, despite them being a small nation, they always tend to do well in ICC championships, whether they're limited overs championships or now it is related to the test championship. So it's an incredible country, and you never do one thing in cricket, and that is you never underestimate New Zealand. Now look at India, full of talent, brimming with confidence after that astonishing victory in Australia. They have such an amazing bench strength, huge population, and hundreds of players to choose from, maybe thousands of players to choose from, because we have such a robust domestic system. New Zealand picks its test team with just about 100 pool of players, and yet they are able to produce such amazing match winners. And they had a heartbreak in 2019 Cricket World Cup final, where England won because of a technicality. Really, both were winners, but England took the trophy because of a technicality. So that will hurt. It is still there, and they must be they must be wanting to eagerly win the World Test Championship, and which they would so richly deserve. So both India and New Zealand, whoever wins it, richly deserve the trophy for the journey and for the way they have been playing the cricket over the last couple of years or so. And it's a team of two teams with varying levels of talent, intensities. India very flamboyant, with some amazing match winners. Right at the top, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, there is Virat Kohli, then there is Rishabh Pant, who's such an enigma. And then we have those bowlers in Mohammad Shami, Bumrah, Ashwin. We are just a fantastic team. So when you look on paper and you look at the flamboyance, you look at the genius that India have, you would want to feel, and quite rightly so, that India should be winning the final. But as I said, you never take New Zealand lightly at all. New Zealand is a country where cricket is not their first love. Rugby is their first love. In India, cricket is our first love. But in New Zealand, rugby is their first love, and cricket happens to be there as an important sport. And they don't have so much resources in terms of talent pool like India has, but still they are playing the finals of the World Test Championship. So what does that tell us about New Zealand? It tells us that they are up for a fight, and they know how to maximize their limited resources. And in Kane Williamson, they have one of the soundest brains in cricket, one of the shrewdest captains, and one of the most honorable and gentlemanly captains the game has ever seen. And he's a great player himself. And mind you, it's one test match, that too in England. You never know how the conditions would be. India generally don't start very well in a test series. Even when they won in Australia, they lost the first one quite miserably, right? But then they bounced back. But here they don't have a chance to bounce back. It's one test match, and whoever does well in the first 2 to 3 days are likely to take the World Test Championship trophy with them. So India will have to really get on to their best footing from day one itself, whether it's with a bat or with the ball. And yes, Virat Kohli is on the cusp of history. Can he bring home the World Test Championship? He's a great player. He's proved himself to be a fantastic captain. But this is a moment of reckoning. And I think the whole country is waiting with bated breath. I definitely I'm looking forward to this World Test Championship final between India and New Zealand. It promises to be a humdinger, or maybe you never know. It's cricket, and you never make predictions in cricket, but my heart says, quite naturally, my heart says, because I'm in India, that India will win the World Test Championship purely on the back of the performance in Australia. And I just feel that they just know how to come back from anywhere. And I think that is something incredible. But then you can never be sure about any predictions in cricket, because cricket is bigger than us and it has a way of surprising us. But all the best to New Zealand and all the best to India. And I think we are up for one of the finest test matches to have been played in a long, long time. So I should be back with you once the results are out of the WTC. Till then, to take good care of yourself. Be safe. God bless you. Thank you very much. And please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.